The 1,000 injuries of Fortunato I had borne as best I could, but when he ventured upon insult, I vowed revenge. It was dusk during the supreme madness of the carnival season that I had encountered my friend. He accosted me with excessive warmth, for he had been drinking much, his head surmounted by a jester's hat.
Mantressa!
My dear Fortunato, how remarkably well you're looking this evening! I must tell you, I have received a pipe of what passes for Amontillado, but I do have my doubts.
Amontillado? A pipe, you say? And in the middle of carnival? That's impossible!
It was rather silly of me to pay the full Amontillado price without consulting you in the matter first. Of course, I didn't want to lose such a bargain.
Amontillado?
I do have my doubts.
Amontillado?
But they will no doubt be satisfied.
Amontillado!
And as you must be engaged, I thought it best to go to Lucchese. He has...
Lucchese? Oh, that fool cannot distinguish Amontillado from sherry!
And yet some will say that his taste is a match for your own.
Enough! Come, let us go!
Whither to?
To your vaults!
I cannot impose on your good nature. You must have some prior engagement.
I have no such engagement.
Dearest friend, is that a cold with which you're afflicted? Now, I could not, in good conscience, lead you to somewhere so insufferably damp. The walls, you see, are encrusted with nitre.
This cold is nothing. Lucchese, ha! You could fill 100 pipes with everything he does not know about Amontillado.
By that time, my attendants had left my palazzo, no doubt absconding to make merry in honor of the time, and likely not return until the morning after. I took from their sconces 2 flambeaux and gave one to Fortunato, leading him to the archway that led into the vaults. Take care down these winding steps, my friend.
You certainly did not embellish the dampness.
As you can see, the white webwork that gleams from the cavern walls.
Nitre?
Yes, nitre. Come, let us turn back. Your health is precious.
It is nothing.
You are rich, respected, admired, and beloved. You are happy as once I was. You're a man to be missed. Besides, Lucchese would...
A cough will not kill me.
True. Forgive me. I had no intention of alarming you unnecessarily. Simply proper caution. Ah, perfect timing.
Now let me see this bottle. Oh, Mantressa, what an excellent Medoc.
Yes, a draught of this will defend us from the damps. The first drink, I insist.
Thank you, friend. I drink to the buried that repose around us.
And I drink to your long life. Shall we venture forward?
Forward!
We had passed through the walls of piled bones, with casks and puncheons intermingling into the inmost recesses of the catacombs.
These vaults are quite extensive.
Yes, the Montresors were a great and numerous family.
A curious one at that. Your family arms alone.
Ah, yes, a man's foot in a field azure, crushing a serpent rampant whose fangs are embedded in the heel. The nitre, good heavens, see how it increases? It hangs like moss upon the vault. You see, we are below the river's bed. The drops of moisture trickle among the bones. Come, your cough.
Damn my cough. Another draught of the Medoc.
He emptied the bottle in one breath. His eyes flashed with a fierce light. Upon finishing, he threw the bottle upward with gesticulation I did not understand.
You do not comprehend? You are not of the Masons?
Oh, yes, that's right.
A sign, then.
My sign.
A trowel from your pocket? Mason, indeed! Oh, an excellent jest, my friend. Let us proceed to the Amontillado.
We continued through a range of low arches, descending and descending again, until arriving at a deep crypt, in which the foulness of the air reduced our flambeau to a glow. Its walls had been lined with human remains, in the fashion of the great catacombs of Paris, yet deeper within was an even smaller interior recess, exactly 4 feet in depth, 3 feet in width, and in height 6 or 7. It seemed to have been constructed for no special use within itself, but formed merely the interval between 2 of the colossal supports of the roof of the catacombs, and was backed by a circumscribing wall of solid granite. Herein lies the Amontillado.
Where exactly is...
I had fettered him to the granite. On its surface were 2 iron staples distant from each other about 2 feet horizontally. From one of them was a short chain, the other a padlock. It was but the work of a few seconds to secure it around him. I uncovered a quantity of building stone and mortar from beneath the bones of my ancestors. With these materials, and with the aid of my trowel, I began vigorously to wall up the entrance of this niche. I had scarcely laid the first tier of the masonry when I discovered that the intoxication of Fortunato had in great measure worn off. Then the second tier, then the third tier, then the fourth. It was midnight, and my task was drawing to a close. I had completed the 8th, the 9th, the 10th tier, but in the 11th there remained but a single stone to be fitted and plastered in.
A very good joke indeed. An excellent jest. We'll have many a rich laugh about it at the palazzo over our wine.
Oh, yes, the Amontillado, that's what you're referring to, right?
Yes, that's right. It is getting late, though. Will they not be awaiting us at the palazzo? My Lady Fortunato and the rest. Oh, let us be gone.
Quite right. Let us be gone.
Oh, for the love of God, Montresor!
Yes, Fortunato, for the love of God. Fortunato? 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 Against the masonry, I restored the remains of my ancestors. To this day, they have yet to be disturbed. To you, my dear Fortunato,